Welcome once again, students. So, children, in the previous lecture, we were discussing about the poverty line, the poverty estimates, and the vulnerable groups. I ended the lecture with the story of Sivaraman, who is a cobbler, and he lives in Tamil Nadu, a village, Karur. He supports 8 members in a family, and I also discussed the kind of the life led by the members of his family, in which I told you that it becomes very difficult for Sivaraman to arrange 2 meals a day. So to manage to buy milk once in a while, and that milk is also bought only for his son. So this was the condition of the Sivaraman. Now, children, you must have also come across with many of the poor families around you, and I would like to give you some task which is based on the previous video lecture. Children, try to find out: number 1, the social and economic group they belong to. Is it clear? The poor families which are living around you, you can first of all you find out the social group as well as the economic group. Is it clear? Already I told you social group and economic group, what kind of these groups are. Secondly, find out who are the earning members in the family. Thirdly, what is the condition of the old people in the family? As I told you in the story of Sivaraman, he is having a mother who is 65 years old and is a widowed mother. She is ill and she needs to be helped with her daily chores. In the same way, there are various families, poor families, who are living just around you. Those who also have the old people who are living in the family. You just find out whether the medication is provided or not, what kind of life is led by the old people in these families. Fourthly, are all the children, that is the boys and the girls, attending schools or not? Okay, once again I would like to tell you, you just find out from the poor families around you: number 1, the social and economic group to which they belong to. Number 2, who are the earning members in the family. Number 3, what is the condition of the old people in the family. And number 4, are the children, boys and girls, attending schools or not? Okay, this task is on page number 35, sorry, on page number 35. You just do it, and after that in the next lecture we are going to discuss about it. Now, children, in this lecture I'm going to tell you about the interstate disparities. Interstate, what do you mean by interstate? That is, we are going to discuss about the state in India. We are going to compare the various states in India, and we are going to see the poverty disparities in this state. Children, through this bar graph, I would like to clear the concept of interstate disparities which exist in our country. Children, you have seen that poverty is India. It has also another dimension. Now, the proportion of the poor people you can see in the various states are not the same. Okay, I'll show you here. You have seen, just you see Orissa over here in the first one, where you can see the percentage of people, those who are below the poverty line, that is 47.2. After that, at the last, you can see in Andaman and Nicobar Island, Jammu and Kashmir, that is 3.5. You can see the condition of our state Haryana also. 8.7% of people are living below poverty line. So, to these various states, there are many states over here: Orissa, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, all India. They have taken all over India, that is 26.1%. Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, then we have Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Kerala, Haryana, Delhi. We have Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, so we have seen that the state level poverty, there is a secular decline from the levels of early 70s, and that you can see there is a great decline in the poverty level, and the success rate of reducing poverty, it varies from state to state also. Recent estimates, it has shown that all India head count ratio, it was 21.9% in 2011 and 12. Okay, once again you can see all India over here. I'll show you here. All India, it's here. All India, it was first 21.9%. And in states like Madhya Pradesh, Assam, in Madhya Pradesh, Assam, you can see over here, Assam is here. Okay, after that we have Madhya Pradesh also. Let me show you here. Madhya Pradesh, we are having here Madhya Pradesh, Assam, okay, Uttar Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh we are going to take here, Bihar, okay, after that Orissa. Okay, these had above all India poverty. You can see all India poverty level, it's here, and all these states over here. Okay, you can see the poverty level was too high in these states. So in this graph it shows that Bihar, Orissa, it still continues to be the two poorest states with poverty ratio which is 33.7, poverty ratio which is 33.7 over here, okay, and 32.9% respectively. Okay, so here you can see the two poorest states, that is or Bihar and Orissa over here. The poverty level you can see Bihar and Orissa over, you can see over here the poverty level which is Bihar and Orissa, it's over here. These are the two poorest states. The poverty ratios of 33.7 and 32.6% respectively. And along with rural poverty, urban poverty is also high in Orissa. Rural poverty means the poverty which exists in the village area, and if you compare it with the urban areas, in these two states you can see that in rural areas as well as in urban areas, the poverty level is very high. Side by side in Madhya Pradesh, Bihar and Uttar Pradesh also we can see the same conditions exist over there also. Okay, so in comparison, if we compare to these 5 states, you have seen that in Kerala, once again I'm going to show you that in Kerala, okay, after that Maharashtra, Kerala, Maharashtra we can see over here, Andhra Pradesh over here, Tamil Nadu, I am going to show it over to you over here. Tamil Nadu is there, I hope so. Tamil Nadu is here, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and West Bengal. Gujarat is there, and West Bengal also, I hope so. West Bengal is it's not shown over here. So in these states, that is Maharashtra, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and West Bengal, ठीक है ना, this poverty line has declined a little bit. Okay, in these states the poverty line has declined little bit. Okay, but Punjab and Haryana, in Haryana and in Punjab, okay, in these two states, Haryana and Punjab, okay, traditionally they have succeeded in reducing poverty over here. How this Punjab and Haryana they have reduced the poverty? It is due to the high agricultural growth rates. The state government over here, they have given more stress on their agricultural growth rates over here. That is why the poverty rate in Haryana and Punjab, it has declined in last few years. After that we can see the condition of Kerala also over here. Delhi is over here, Kerala is over here. we can see the condition of Kerala over here, that Kerala has also declined in the poverty rate. Why? Because Kerala, they have given more stress on the human resource. Okay, human resource. Kerala has given more stress on human resource. Punjab and Haryana, these two have given more stress on on agriculture, agricultural growth rates. And in West Bengal, what has happened over here? They have given more stress on the land reform measures. In West Bengal, they have given more stress on the land reform measures. West Bengal, I hope so. They haven't shown you over here, but West Bengal is here. So in West Bengal, there it has also declined. The poverty rate is declining day by day. The reason is why they have given more stress on the land reforms method. I told you that in West Bengal, when the Britishers were over here, there was too much poverty over here. So West Bengal government, in order to raise the poverty ratio in their state, they have given more stress on the land reforms. Okay, लैंड रिफॉर्म्स मीन्स क्या हुआ था, उन लोगों ने लैंड डिवीजन स्टार्ट कर दिया. मीन्स जो लैंडलेस लेबर वहाँ पे ज़्यादा थी. आपको पता है, वंस अगेन आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू एंड व्हाट वाज द रीजन बिहाइंड इट. जमींदारी सिस्टम वाज टोटली ओवर देयर इन विच these peasants, they were asked to pay the large amount of land revenues to these zamindars and all. That is why what happened, when they were not able to pay these land revenues because of the large famine which occurred over there, their lands were taken away from these people, due to which many of the people, many of the agriculture mass, they became the landless labor over there. So Bihar government, they focused more on the land reforms method. Land reforms means they again started division of the land in a proper way, so that each and every person gets some amount of land for the sustenance of their lives. So in West Bengal, they improved in this way. In Andhra Pradesh and this Tamil Nadu, in Andhra Pradesh, what were the methods adopted in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu? Andhra Pradesh is here and we have Tamil Nadu over here. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, the government has also given more stress on the distribution of food grains. Okay, distribution of food grains. I would like to tell you what is this. What do you mean by distribution of food grains? Food grains. I'm going to write here food grains. Distribution of food grains means that they have improved the PDS system over there. Okay, for the in the improvement of the food PDS system, what has happened over there, the poor people, especially the poor people, they are able to get the food meals at a very less amount over there. You must have also heard about the Amma's canteen over there. Amma's canteen means that in 5 rupees, these people over there, especially the poor people, when Jayalalitha was there, they were easily able to get the balanced diet of food over there. And that is why in this way they have improved the poverty ratio over there. So this is the main question which is going to come for you in the exam, which are the most poorest of the poor state in India. Okay, after that, the next question which is going to come over here is, what are the various steps taken by the different states of the government to improve the poverty ratio in their country. Okay, so in this lecture, this is the interstate disparities I have discussed over here. So read it properly. That is page number 35. Now in the next lecture, I am going to tell you about the global poverty scenario.